Alright, I recently got a request from my website, the Urban-Aboriginal.com, for a pattern for this possibles bag that I made some years ago out of buckskin. And I decided I was going to go ahead and make the pattern. And I just laid it. This is the side strap part here. And then here is the pattern for both the back part and the front part. So I went on ahead and created the pattern, and I wanted to use the pattern to make sure I could reproduce another possibles bag out of it. That pattern is for free download at my website. The link will be below. And so this is what we came up with. I made it out of fabric weighted leather. It's vegetable tan leather. It's thin. And it's basically because I was out of buckskin, so I haven't tanned in a while. I'm not able to tan at the moment. I don't have the space for it. So I just went on ahead. And then again, you don't have to have buckskin for any of the projects, or even exact materials. Buckskin is very lightweight but tough, durable, and warm. So basically anything comparable would work. So in this particular case, I have fabric weighted leather that I got from the leather store, and I mimicked it for the most part. I'm using double loop lacing around the front part here, and the back is just a regular stitch. I did add some belt loops so it can be attached to a belt, and I changed the button structure on the original design here. I'm just using some twisted buckskin and actually a cattail stock as a button. But I've got the tassels here with some beads attached, and this is deer hair. But I didn't have any more deer hair, and I don't really like deer hair. Deer hair is actually brittle. It's hollow. It helps keep the animal warm, and it'll end up fading in color and luster, so it starts to look dead. So I changed it to rabbit fur, and basically made some real quick and dirty tassels for this as a decorative touch. And then, as you can see, the button here is actual deer antler that I took a bandsaw to and a drill press to make a button. I just cut a slip, just a little variation on how to do this. So again, I'm just gonna show how I put this together using this pattern that I basically came up with and created. And just as a side note, my videos, I really do videos just to archive what I'm studying or what I'm learning or what I'm making, really kind of for myself in case I want to go back and recreate something, so I don't forget. So I tend to add a lot of detail in there. I've gotten some feedback. People don't like that. They want something quick and dirty and soundbite-ish, I guess, but that's not my channel. So I just want to make that a note. You can always scrub through the video to get to something more relevant to what you may be looking for. And also, I like I said, I kind of do this for myself, but if there are people out there that are getting benefit from the videos that I'm making, I do appreciate that, and that's kind of also a partial reason I'm hoping to inspire people. So feel free to put something in a tip jar. I've got a donate button at the top of my channel, and I also have it in and below the video. So that would help immensely, because this does take time and effort to put these videos together, and as well as material. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and walk through how to make a possibles bag, which is basically from the old muzzle loading and rendezvous mountain men type of lifestyle, where you'd have whatever possible inside your possibles bag that you needed, black powder, ball, skinning knife, etc., etc. So that's what a possibles bag is. So I'm gonna show how to make one, and I'm gonna I thought I might share what I usually keep in this possibles bag, and really again, the term means keeping whatever you might possibly need in a day in a bag or in one place. So again, I've got this button that I'm just going to open up here, and in this my possibles bag I have my primitive sewing kit, and this is just an awl made out of turkey bone, and that's to use to poke holes in your fabric. and this does work for buckskin. And then various size needles that I've made out of bone. So that's kind of one thing that I keep in there, just to keep everything safe. So just tuck that in there. And this is a birch bark tube that I made to kind of keep everything together. What else I got in here? Oh look, oh, this is some cordage made from cattail that I reverse twisted. And I'm using an alpine alpine whipping to hold this together. Let's see, what is this? This is stinging nettle fibers that I've twisted as well, using the same sort of rope carrying structure, which is alpine loop, alpine knot. Let's see, there's some finger woven. This is a finger woven band that has been reverse twisted using dog bane. So this is just kind of a band or strap that I had I'd already reverse twisted a length of dog bane fibers, and then I went ahead and finger wove it together. It's kind of interesting texture. It's really rough, extremely durable, extremely tough. Nice little band there. My first attempt at finger weaving. I was practicing, I think, this lazy stitch beading on buckskin. I really need a lot more work on that. There's lots of good videos on how to do Native American beading. So this is just my attempt at trying it. Let's see, here's a dog bane net. So just practicing my netting with dog bane fibers. This is a small one. Let's see. This is tanned fish skin, salmon skin. So this is one of the attempts that turned out really soft. So this is salmon skin. It doesn't have any smell. It doesn't smell like fish or anything. Let's see. These are deer hooves for maybe future project. And there is a video that I did on how to extract the deer hoofs and the dew claws from a deer leg. And really all it is just boiling the deer leg. There's natural glue that's holding the hoof onto the bone, and you just boil the foot until it kind of pops off. So that's how you extract the hooves. There's a video I've got on it, and just do a search for it. Let's see. This is I kind of reverse engineered an archery tab that I have that is made of buckskin. And this works. It works pretty well. I just don't use it much. I prefer the solid tab, but this is what I kind of came up with, and using a punch to punch the holes and then stitch it together. This is some stiffer buckskin, so that's why I decided to use it, so the string would it would be durable enough to hold the bowstring. So it's a little project that I did some years ago. This is what is this? This is just a small woven bag that I was practicing with. I even forgot how I started it out. I need to research it some more. But this is just a little bag I made without a loom, using store-bought jute fiber. So this isn't anything harvested, but it was the technique that I was trying to study. There's more fish skin, tanned fish skin. Let's see, some more fish skin. This is a primitive way to make a clothespin, and you just basically cut or carve the stick, split it in half, and just kind of make duck lips out of it. And then this is wrapped with some buckskin that has been wetted, and so I can actually use this and clamp this down, and it actually holds pretty fast and works pretty well. And it's also something you can, if you're trying to do fine work or something like that and your fingers get in the way, this is also a way to give yourself an extension or to keep your fingers safe. So kind of nifty idea. And that's it. So that's what I have in my possibles bag here that I keep, and just smaller knick-knack like that. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on making another one from the pattern that I created.